Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. We've got a great show today.
Legendary human beings, so pumped. Yes.
Two of our favorite people. We've got Malea and Johnny joining us back in studio. Pie in the sky. We're talking peace in the park.
Yes, they're a bunch of peaceful pandas today.
That's right.
We're going to be talking
We
to.
need that.
Yes.
We need more peaceful pandas. We need more peace, damn it.
Yeah, I love it.
Peace, damn it.
Yeah, just peace. Yes. So good.
Forceful peace. No, this is going to be great. This is going to be a lot of fun. I love talking to these two.
Me too.
It's going to be a great show today. And, of course, we're going to bring you your horoscopes, your events, your memes.
Yes.
All the things you want from this show and more. We're going to start by telling you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. They've been doing this since 1949. They've been the best in the business ever since day one. They're a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine, and they were founded on honesty, integrity, and community service. And that family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They got that state-of-the-art facility. Looks a whole lot different than day one, I can tell you that much.
That's the truth.
91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and you can always enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage while you're out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're proud recipients of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater. Their team dedicated to providing an enjoyable and efficient experience. They offer the best in pricing, selection, and service. Just off 95 and 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire.
Congratulations to Letty for being a trustee over at Flagler College, too.
That's
This
right.
Is brand new.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Very proud
That's
of her.
very
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Also, the Bailey Group. Over 300 companies and organizations trust the Bailey Group to carefully craft a craft a benefits program. There we go.
Yeah.
Carefully craft a benefits program that supports and reflects their vision. No matter where you want to go, they're going to help you get there together. Their first priority is helping you take care of yourself and your family. They want to learn more about your personal situation, identify your dreams and your goals, sit down and learn about things like your risk tolerance. It's going to help them build the perfect customized plan for you. Long-term relationships that encourage open and honest communication have always been the cornerstone of their foundation of success. Give them a call, 904-461-1800. Set up your consultation today. And Elace Med Spa. When you're looking for a relaxing and rejuvenating experience, it's Elace Med Spa all the way. They provide you with a wide range of luxurious spa treatments and advanced medical aesthetic procedures. Doesn't matter if you're looking to unwind with a hydrofacial or enhance your natural beauty with things like Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, and a whole lot more. Go in and use Davey's name. If you're a first-time client, you're going to save $100 on your services. That's pretty awesome.
Such a nice gift I get for people.
Yep, the Davey's going broke.
Well,
check out Elace, ELASE.com. See what they can offer you. Malea, Johnny, how y'all doing this afternoon?
We're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. How about y'all?
Good.
saving the world one interview at a time.
That's it. You know,
That's right.
there's no sense being shy about it. We're happy to be here.
Awesome.
Very happy to be here.
Cool.
So talk to us first about the mission of Pie in the Sky for people who may not know. And then let's get into the inspiration for Peace in the Park.
Okay, well, so Pie in the Sky is 15 years old.
God bless.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yes, who'd have thunk?
Yeah.
15 years ago, this little young, naive girl named Malea talked to Johnny and said, "Hey, Johnny, I think we want to make pie and sell it at your restaurant. What do you think?" And he said,
Okay.
With that exact face.
Right.
"Yes, that's about it." Unbeknownst to him, that sweet little naive girl never made a pie in her life.
Get out. Really?
No, had never been nowhere near a pie crust. So yeah, we started out.
Slice
Johnny,
by slice.
yes, slice by
I didn't sell
slice.
desserts at the restaurant.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted you to eat and leave.
Right.
There you go.
So somebody
That
else
was
can
it.
sit down.
Butts
I
in
didn't
the
want you
chair.
to- I don't want to
Sit
make
and
no
have pie and coffee and
So I'm
talk.
thinking,
And, but he did, and tell him what you told Miss Margaret that when I first started. He said he gave me 3 months.
yeah.
And he
Oh,
thought
that's
I'd be-
right. The trial
I'd
run.
be-
Yeah.
Well, no, he thought I'd be out of business.
Yeah. It was pretty far out there.
Yeah.
The whole idea of what we got, and we're in we're downtown Hastings.
Yeah.
There's a hardware store in the back, at
Yes.
the time.
Yes.
There was just,
And there's a pie shop.
but we drew people from, Palatka and St. Augustine and, Crescent Beach, and I knew we had to get out of that, and they were like pretty happy to
Have pie.
have the pie.
Really?
It was good, And I'm
they
thinking,
would
she
come.
makes pretty good pie.
Did that change your paradigm about pie? Like
No.
all this? I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't last long in the restaurant business, but people liked the mission, so they started coming and just
She was
coming
selling
for
whole
the pie.
pies.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd sell the
And
whole pie.
she was part of the space attached to my building there.
Yes.
She would have a little, about the size of this room, I guess.
Yeah, it
okay.
was.
She had a
Yeah.
little pie shop,
Yep.
and operated out of there. And people, if they came to have lunch with me, then they got up and went over to her and bought a pie, which opened up my seat. Like, so it was working at that point.
It worked. But
working at that
who
point.
knew? So we started with our mission to fill in the cracks in Hastings, working mostly with the farm workers who were in a bad situation.
Yeah.
And so in the front of the pie shop, I have a little counter, and we sold pie. And in the back, we ran an Underground Railroad, helping farm workers escape. So fast forward to 15 years later. Well, we got involved with food out there in Hastings and giving it away. I don't know how that happened. And Miss Wolf was one of our first volunteers, Johnny's third grade teacher.
Third grade?
Wow.
Who's now 90, going to be
Be
95
next month.
God bless
Yeah.
And so we had a food pantry, and we had seniors who couldn't come stand. There was a long line. So Miss Wolf volunteered, her and some other ladies at the Methodist Church, to be our senior brigade. We'd make the bags, and they'd come and get them and take them and deliver them.
Sweet.
So who knew? I mean, so it all came back full circle this year when Miss Wolf came to Johnny and said, "Hey, I see you're involved with Pie in the Sky." Our source dried up. They kept doing it after I left. And can we get back on the list, which we were thrilled. So we said almost 30 folks out in Hastings out of the 668 that we serve. The only program in St. Johns County that delivers fresh produce that we purchase directly to the homes of low-income, hungry seniors.
Wow. What a story.
And,
It is.
and this morning, I was out at the warehouse there on Riberia Street before I came out here. Had to take some grandsons to school at CPS, this, that, and the other. And I was looking at the produce that came in, and it's just so pretty. We're not a half rotten tomato, and
Right.
a bruised this, and
Right.
it's like the same produce that you would go to the grocery store and pick out yourself.
Right.
Okay. And the people and we deliver it to them.
That's amazing.
That's the thing, they ain't got to figure out how can I get that bag of, and I was just looking at the stuff this morning, and there's things like, of course, there's potato, the big baking potato, and there's sweet potatoes, which I think, which you could put on the counter and leave it there for a week, and then zap it in the microwave 3 minutes. You got a baked sweet potato, which I think is cool. It's really cool.
Absolutely.
Love me a sweet
Little
potato.
butter, some brown sugar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you walking along the table there, and there's some pretty yellow squash. There's some zucchinis. There's cucumbers, and then you
Tomatoes.
get the oranges and the apples, and the bananas, and it's all just like vibrantly fresh.
Yeah.
It's just like really, really, really.
It makes people feel special that
Well,
they're getting it.
they are special.
Yes.
That's the thing. They are special. They're living out in the woods in a single wide mobile home, and their husband died 3 years ago, and they get $1,000 a month, and they're
Right.
paying their rent and their utilities and their medicine. They got $100 left.
Yeah.
To eat off of.
Right.
And Malea gets calls from someone like, I got, and I think it's probably one of the hardest calls they've ever had to make. Because they wait. They don't wait and say, I'm starting to get food insecurity. I don't like that term, food insecurity. I'm hungry.
Right.
There's a difference.
There is.
That's a kind of a nice way to say food insecurity. I have a little problem. But these people will call and say, I got 1 can of baked beans and 1 package of ramen noodles left in my house. Okay. So how long have they not had them? And I was down there this morning and looking at like a pear. I just think a pear is a really cool thing, and pears are expensive.
Absolutely.
You go in the store to pick up 1 pear, it's $1.50. They don't have $1.50 to buy a pear. They got to buy a can of tuna fish or whatever they're eating, So the fact that we, the nutritional value of it all, but the fact that it's like, it's special. And the people that deliver it are extremely special. Yeah. It's not just like dropping it off on the porch, ringing the doorbell or whatever. They ring the doorbell and the people come to the door and they take it in the house, put it on the table, put it in the fridge, And I think the coolest thing, we take them is a dozen eggs every time we go to their house. You know, I can't imagine not having eggs in my refrigerator.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. An egg costs $0.25.
Yeah.
Okay. At $3 a dozen. They're less than that now. They come down a little bit. And we take them bread. Okay. So you know that we get from Publix. So for $0.25 they can make an egg sandwich.
That's awesome.
You know, a $0.25.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they make another one tomorrow if they want to, or you know, or
it's a
have scrambled
protein.
eggs and
That's really
toast.
good.
Exactly. You know, and so you know, it's not like you know, like we're struggling to get. I mean, we're struggling to get more money. It's, you know, it's all
course,
we're completely donor funded.
Yeah.
We don't get no kind of this, that, and the other from nobody other than us, the people.
Right.
You know, people. You know, send in money, and that's to me, that's our biggest mission. You know, we got the other thing covered. We're doing pretty good with it. Phyllis down there, the manager of the warehouse, she rock and roll with that stuff now.
Yes,
now the
sir.
stuff I saw there this morning, if I go back there tomorrow after I go back there in the morning, there'll be 20, 30 people in there just putting stuff in the bag, you know, loading them bags up, you know.
Yeah.
And then there'll be cars out, and they'll be loading them in the cars, and the people that, you know, all that stuff I saw this morning, like boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff, 300 people or so, 350 people tomorrow, be gone.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
3,000 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just boom, 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 you know, and it's just beautiful stuff. That's what, you know, that's kind of, you know, and you gotta fight with the damn, companies, you know, the produce companies,
Sure.
you know, because they're used to delivering stuff to the hospital,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
or the chain restaurants. They don't care. Just a box of tomatoes is a box of tomatoes.
Yeah.
Not at Pie in the Sky.
Right.
You ain't gonna put that stuff in there, you know. And, and that's how I was at the restaurant. They knew not to bring no ragged stuff in there to me.
Right.
I don't want it.
You're
You know,
serving for the
I
people.
don't want it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm paying top dollar. We pay top dollar, you know, to get good, you know, to top shelf stuff. And I think for me, that's what makes it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mission is you know, these people are deserving.
Yeah.
You know, they're elderly, they're our mothers, our grandmothers, you know, our neighbors, you know, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of them's hungry. The word hungry, we don't use it, you know, we want to use that, you know, food insecurity, which, you know, some of them's hungry. A lot of them.
Yeah, people are hungry.
They're
I mean,
hungry.
That's the bottom line.
Exactly. You know, they're hungry or they wouldn't call us.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm always concerned about those that don't even know we exist. You know, that are somewheres and they don't even know that there's something available for them.
Well,
You know, so I think there's more hunger in our community than we realize.
Yeah.
I really, 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 really do. I
Absolutely.
think there's just, you know, we've got homeless hunger, we've got this hunger, but the senior hunger is our mission, you know, and I just think, you know, of all the people that are doing all the good stuff around St. Johns County, you know, all the nonprofits and all this, you know, this, that, and the other, it's all good.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's good, but for me, I can't think of anything more important than a senior out there that needs an egg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we can take them an egg. You know, we can take them an egg if you guys will give us some money. You know what I
I
mean?
would take
I mean, that's-
Venmo, cash.
Yeah. Good. Perfect. That's exactly what we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're reaching for
But
your
I'm just
wallet.
saying that, you know, that's what it takes. And I just, you know, it's so doable. You know, what we do is so doable, you know, and last year it was 500 or something. This year it's going on 700, you know, 660 is close
Yeah, what
to.
is that number?
Yeah. 668, you said?
668.
Wow. 668.
And I turned into yesterday. You ain't counting them.
No,
670.
670, yeah.
All right, so we're looking at 700 people here by the end of the year. Probably could be, you know,
Wow.
and that number's never going to go down.
Yeah.
That number's, you know, a few people pass on, but we pick up a few more, and this and that and the other.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be senior hunger out there, and we service it, you know. And you know, Pie in the Sky will be gone. Will continue when Malea's not there. I'm not there. You know, whatever. It's set up to where you know, it has to be sustainable.
Legacy,
Because,
yeah.
it has to be.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be. And we've got some nice donors, you know, that are helping us out. Next month, we're going to do 700 Thanksgiving dinners.
Wow, that's special.
700.
That's
okay.
really
Because
good.
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie.
Donate
Yeah, Winn-Dixie donated all of the food.
everything. Yeah.
Okay. But they donated food, but you know, we have to purchase like the containers and some extra this, extra that. So if somebody wants to help us out with Thanksgiving, they're more than welcome to give us a buzz.
That's
you know,
awesome.
we'll take it. And it don't make no difference if it's 2 or 200. So it's all the same. $1's a $1,
Yeah.
you know. But they're going to get turkey and dressing and sweet potatoes and green beans and a pie,
Yeah.
you know, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they're going to get a full, and we're going to give them enough. We gave them enough last year when Winn-Dixie did it. we gave them enough turkey to where, if their grandkids want to come over for Thanksgiving with grandma or whatever, there'll be enough food there. It's not just a nibble or something. It's a full, where 3 or 4 people could sit down there, and the turkey's already cooked, sliced, and and everything else. So that's kind of what pie is. That kind of stuff.
I love it.
And then all of a sudden, Phyllis will put out the word. Malea put out the word that. We need 22 people to help us package this up that day, and there'll be 22 people there. Some of them drive there, some of them ride their bicycles there. They're that downtown crowd of people. Yeah. Some of them they got live over there on St. George Street. They ride their bicycle down there and volunteer for 2 hours, or whatever. But that's our mission. That's just our mission is to, is the hunger thing. And I'll say it. I'm constantly saying it. We need money to do it with. We just and if people would just get onto some kind of let me give them $20 a month, like recurring, whatever. Then, it makes a big difference. If X number of people, if 100 people will give us $20 a month, then that's $2,000. That's about a lot of eggs, a lot of eggs, because, you got, sometimes you look at and the produce stuff is up and down price wise, Well, if squash is too high, you buy them a cucumber.
I was going to ask you what you do with the fluctuation.
Yeah. There's so much produce out there, and then summertime, your produce is not as good in Florida.
Right. Seasonal changes.
Yeah, but so we, it's very flexible. But it has to be. And there was a guy told Phyllis just the other day that what we do for him and his wife, they got $1,500 a month between the two of them, makes a difference. Whether they can pay their light bill and that they can pay for their medicine. Okay? Those two things, that they would have to pay, and then, and then wouldn't have enough left over, So it's a money thing with with people, and that's it's just where they're at, and we ain't never been hungry. None of us never even thought. We think we are because we missed lunch.
Right.
I worked through lunch today. I'm starving at 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm starving. No, you ain't.
Right. It's just your body. Used to.
So it's a hunger thing with it's a hunger thing with me.
Yeah.
And it's just what we do.
It's amazing what you guys do.
It's just what we do.
So let's talk Peace in the Park.
Yeah.
What are some of the highlights? What can we expect from Peace in the Park?
Well, little history, just a little. So in 2012, I worked a lot with the library down in Hastings, and local librarian Rita Faust came to me. They knew of my love for peace because I always wear this necklace, and she said, "Hey, we used to do things in the courtyard. Let's make a little peace sign. We'll get a bucket truck and we'll photograph it from above." I said,
cool.
Love that idea, but let's go big. So we did it on a Wednesday for International Day of Peace, which is September 21st.
Okay.
We did it over in the field, football field behind the old elementary school on the day I had my food pantry, because I knew I had a lot of people lined up that I could say, "Hey, y'all come make a peace sign." So they got a crew out there, and they're like, "So what's a peace sign look like?" So I had to stand out there with my little necklace while they marked it out.
Nice.
And we did, and we got Walter Coker flew over and took a picture in an airplane. Johnny paid for it.
Wow.
And so that was our first one. So then we did it the second year, 2 years later, up at Al Wilkie Field, which was across from the school. Bigger, better, compassionate. St. Augustine was there. We built a peace village with Uncle Steve-O. Lonesome Bert always plays for us. And it was, it was really big. Then in 2019, we did it at Eddie Vickers Park for the first time here in St. Augustine. It was fabulous. We had drones now instead of airplanes.
Yeah, of course.
Take the fabulous picture from above. It's just, we had peace poles, we had yoga, we had all kinds of stuff.
That's awesome.
It is so awesome, and it's a feeling, of making, because when I started the first year, I was like, I looked it up, make the biggest human peace sign. Well, we couldn't do that. But it was the biggest one ever made here. It was the only one made here. So we won. so we were going to do it again in 2020, and we all know how that turned out.
Right.
So we got back on track this year, and I'm like, for our 15th year, and this year, we need to be thinking about peace.
Oh, let's hit this out of the park. I love this.
So we had a very special T-shirt designed.
That's beautiful. That's a great shirt.
That is a great shirt. It's
Isn't
not
that a
easy
great
to
shirt?
design around tie-dye, so this is
No,
amazing.
Isn't that wonderful?
To make it
so
pop
it's got
like
the
that?
little
Yeah.
piece of pie celebrating 15 years. So these will be available at the event. And
I am getting
And
one
you know
for
what
sure.
else will be available at the event?
What?
We're having a bake sale.
ginormous
Right.
bake
Ginormous
sale.
bake sale. Homemade
Old-fashioned,
bake,
yep.
old-fashioned bake sale.
Yes.
And some of our volunteers, it's one woman named Sarah that brings something when they're coming down there, they pick up their stuff to deliver. She'll bring some little, something that she baked, and everything she bakes is just like, wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
special?
Yeah, oh,
it's just, she does like lavender cheese biscuits or something, and then somebody will do this kind of cookie or this kind of whatever. And so it's going to be that kind of stuff. It's not just going to be,
extraordinary.
and I'm going to make homemade biscuits. So you can buy a dozen baked biscuits. I'm going to make them that morning and, we'll box them up. But, and it's, I think if you're interested in buying a pie or a cake or a cookie or whatever else people are going to make, I don't
This is
know.
the place to do it.
Yeah, it'd be a nice,
Yeah.
be a nice.
Well, we've never done it as a fundraiser. It was always just an event. But we thought, as Johnny pointed out, we always need money.
Mhm.
And every little bit helps. So we'll have, little $5 bag of, I should have brought them. We have these fabulous peace, love, and pie stickers. And
Cute.
So, and glasses, peace glasses and peace hippie necklaces.
I love
and,
that.
We're going to have music by, oh my God, I can't believe I just forgot the name of the, one of our, she's actually.
Mad Dog?
Bad Dog Mama?
No, not Bad Dog Mama. It's usually Lonesome Bert, but he was out of town, and then Chris was going to do it, and he couldn't.
You'll think of it.
I got it. Fact checking. Keep talking.
And
What can we expect on that day?
music starts at 11 o'clock. You can park at the event, or you can park at our warehouse just down the street, and Pineapple Tours, bus and tours, will be shuttling people for free, all free.
Right.
Entry is free. You come out, you buy some baked goods, you buy some pie merch, listen to some music. We're going to have peace poles that have been decorated by Steve Ryder and Uncle Steve-O, and then we'll have some that you can decorate. We're going to have little circles that you can make your peace stuff, and then we'll put them on the peace poles so everybody has a part. And we say, as we say on the shirt, be a piece of the peace.
Oh, I love that.
So then at 1 o'clock, we'll have the peace train, and we'll line up into the circle, and then we'll have the drones. Jessica Clark, our fabulous friend, is going to be the hostess with the mostest.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yes, she is, and she'll be there, letting everybody know what's going on. It's going to be a wonderful community day filled with, because one of our favorite sayings is "Peace begins when the hungry are fed," a saying by the activist Dorothy Day.
Yeah.
And so it's a time to think about not only peace, but about who we are and what our mission is, and just come out. Where a big thing about pie from way back when was that, when we had the food pantry, we'd have all these people in there from all over. We'd have farm workers, we'd have school teachers, we'd have retired nurses from Ponte Vedra, all these different, this microcosm of society. And it wasn't always friendly. I had to break up a fight or two, between the east side and the west side of somebody.
Oh, the
and,
Sharks and the Jets.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, Lord. And in between these two, anyway, but my theme was always that for 8 hours on a Wednesday, we're all going to get along. Yeah. We're all going to have this peaceful, because
Common
we're
ground.
given food, and everybody's a part of it, whether you're giving or taking or whatever. And so that's what this is about a community that, we're pretty divided right now in this community and in our country. And if we could just all come together and recognize our humanity
Love it.
for just, a couple hours on a Sunday.
And listening to Sea Level.
Sea level. Thank you, Tanya. I'm so sorry, Tanya.
job, Debbie.
Sea
Good job,
level.
Debbie. Yeah.
Sea level will be playing.
Fabulous.
Oh my God. Sea level. Let me say it again. Tanya.
So tell us where people go to find more information if they want to get involved.
Yeah.
How do they do all that?
They can go to our website, www.pieintheskystjohns.org, and you can volunteer there. We're working on getting a senior sign up there, or you can call our warehouse at 904-217-3873. and sign up. And if you know somebody, a senior that needs, your neighbor needs help, we don't take any, as Johnny said, federal or state money, so we're not bound by any rules that say you have to do this or you have to do that. If
That's
you're
great.
a senior and you're hungry, we're going to get food to you, and we're going to do it within 24 hours.
Wow.
Nobody else does that.
That's awesome.
And we're very proud of that because we have a wonderful staff and group of volunteers because when those seniors call, I mean, like Johnny said, that it's the last call they want to make. And I think about my mom and daddy that you would have never been able to do that because you just didn't grow up. You didn't ask for help.
Yeah.
You
right.
just, we ate beanie weenies
Yeah.
when my daddy wasn't working.
Yeah.
And my mama made it fun,
Yep.
but she knew. And so when these folks call us, and I'm talking, a 93-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
No.
93 years old, picking up the phone and having to tell a stranger that you don't have enough money to buy food through the end of the month, and all you got's a can of beans.
Yeah.
It's got to be a hard thing to do, but thank God you guys are.
And if they
out
call,
there helping.
if that woman calls, that person calls now, they'll have some food for dark.
That's amazing.
Guarantee.
That's amazing.
Phyllis is going to take, somebody is going to take some
They're
food
gonna
out
get
there
food.
to that person today.
Yes.
Okay. Because, if all you got is that can of beans, save them. We'll bring you something else. Save the can of beans, for you might need it later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. But somebody's going to take them some fresh food today. So, with some eggs and some bread. So tomorrow morning when they get up, instead of that can of beans, which would have been their last meal in the house, they can have an egg sandwich.
Yes.
Okay, which ain't much better than an egg sandwich.
That's
Or some
absolutely
scrambled
the
eggs and
best.
toast,
Yes.
or what? I mean, I eat an egg sandwich quite often.
Yeah.
I'm an egg sandwich. And we'll never forget the day we went out to Miss Margaret's house. Miss Margaret has passed on, but I went to her house and made her an egg sandwich.
Oh boy.
And I
yeah.
put 2 eggs on it instead of 1. And she said, "Now that's a real egg sandwich." And she's a little tiny woman in a wheelchair, 80 years old. And she ate the whole damn thing.
chomped it.
She
I love
just
it.
Whole
gulped it
thing.
down
She
because she
did.
hadn't had an egg sandwich in a long time.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
She worked at Kmart.
Remember?
Yeah, I think
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it was
Yes, Kmart, yeah.
For,
Wow.
raised 4 kids and and wound up in this particular the type of thing. But all it took, and I could still get joy just thinking about making Miss Margaret an egg sandwich.
Yeah, it was a
You know
day.
what I mean?
It's a great
It's
day.
that it's just that simple for me. She
And
was hungry.
she started the egg movement.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now we have Generation Homes who donates big every year to make sure we get a dozen eggs. And then when Dixie helps out by giving us 100 dozen eggs every month so that every senior gets 2 dozen eggs
Yeah.
every
That's
month.
amazing.
So that's almost an egg a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
It
you're
is.
looking at people that sometimes my mother at 93 would make 1 scrambled egg,
Right. Yeah.
and a piece of toast with some peanut butter on it, and that was her breakfast, and she was thrilled, and she might have it for dinner too, or whatever, a scrambled egg on a sandwich or whatever. But an egg, like I say, for a quarter, and you can make a lot of eggs. So give me $20, and I'll go buy 5 dozen eggs, 6 dozen eggs, and then a lot of people can eat for $20.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
we're not saying, hey, give me 50 grand, to
Right,
help
right,
it.
right.
Well,
But
it would
if
be
you
nice.
have 50
we'll take
grand,
it.
you can get it.
If you got that, if you got
That's
that,
right.
But
My-
it doesn't cost the senior anything.
nothing.
Right. Okay.
So that's
good.
Yeah,
totally
nobody
free.
ever pay. Yeah, we're not selling nothing.
Yeah.
But I just would love to see more people, that don't have the $50,000, which is most of us don't, an extra 50, and there are those that do, and they give it to us. Some people have, I can name a few people that have, been, very generous with big dollars. Okay, that helps a lot. Okay, but I just think that if people knew how good it would make you feel to give us a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Okay, just a
Yeah.
little bit, just whatever works for you. The number is irrelevant to me. I don't care if it's what it is. The number is irrelevant, but if you just do that, it'll make you feel good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Bozard Ford is, I will say, one of our big donors.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We're
Yeah.
very
Awesome.
thrilled to have them
Yeah.
as a part of our program.
Yeah.
So.
Very cool. Well, thank y'all so much for coming in today. And so
Absolutely.
That is, we
all
can't
caught
talk
up, and
more.
thank you for the great work that you do every single day.
Thank
It's,
you.
it's really, really awesome, and
Thank you.
impacting
You're welcome.
real people around here it's amazing.
And
Thank
Peace
y'all
in the
so
Park.
much.
We'll see everybody out there at 1 o'clock,
Yes.
right? What
Well, it
is it?
starts at 11.
Okay.
Starts at 11. We'll be making the peace sign at 1 o'clock.
Perfect.
And then it'll all be said and done by buy
We'll be
two.
eating cookies and
Cake,
cake and
all
pies.
kind
Let's
of
do it.
There you go.
cupcakes.
We'll be
Yeah.
sharing.
Yes,
Fabulous.
yes.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing
Thank you.
interview. Thank you so much.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to get out there for sure. and
I
support
love
this.
seeing when our community unites together, and I love that Malea drove that home too. It's just really amazing to see people come together for a great cause like this. It's
Yes,
so
sir.
important out there
Yes,
to support
sir.
this. Yes.
Absolutely.
Senior citizens tell the stories of our town, right?
That's right. That's right.
Nothing.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I got my big issue with St. Augustine. I'm born down there on Marine Street. I don't like to pay to park.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I have to once in a while.
Oh, God.
But when it's like over at Hastings, they have these pop-up markets on Main Street. And you ain't got to pay to park. You ain't got to pay to get in.
How nice.
I think I'll just ride to Hastings. You know?
I like
and,
it.
and enjoy my day. You know.
Well, hey, you don't have to pay to park when you're on an Old Town Trolley. I can tell you that much.
There it is.
You can sit back and relax as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine's history, culture, and old world charm while you experience unforgettable views on their open-air trolleys. Guests can enjoy the city's European flavor, the brick-lined streets and the sights, such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. 90-minute tour, 22 stops, more than 100 points of interest, and you can use your ticket all day for on and off boarding as well. A trolley ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, free shuttle service to many area hotels, and free access to the St. Augustine Beach Bus Shuttle Service. Their Old Town Trolleys are the green trains. They're awesome.
And for over 45 years, Steve Chapman's All-American Air have been serving St. Augustine and St. Johns County. They take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn, gaining a customer for life. All-American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality and their service. Our friends over at All-American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. You got to ask yourself, when was the last time somebody came over and take a look? Give them a call today. Get on those maintenance plans, 904-461-0070.
And, of course, our friends at Bin 39 Wine Bar quietly existed in the hustle and bustle of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. And a great spot to just get away from all that hustle and bustle for sure. Sit out in their beautiful courtyard, enjoy a few glasses of wine, and if you like what you're drinking, take a bottle home with you. Or
Love
take a
it.
few bottles home with you. Obviously, wine makes a great gift. And if you're looking for the perfect bottle for somebody in your life, all you got to do is go down there, describe them a little bit, and they can help you find the perfect bottle of wine for whoever you are buying gifts for.
And 20%
during the
off right
holiday
now is not a
season.
bad deal.
That's right. Not bad at all. Bin 39 Wine Bar, 4 St. George Street. Give them a call at 904-827-5740. All right, it's horoscope time.
Woo! All
Cancer,
right.
Leo, Virgo on deck today. Here we go. Cancer, your emotions are the raging ocean today that promises to be a tsunami of catastrophes. You'll likely start off with a tearful monologue about how the sun decided to rise again, and it may be wise to forego eye makeup altogether. Lots of tears. Any slight misstep will send you into an existential crisis today, likely one involving a serious reevaluation of your life choices upon discovering that your breakfast cereal is slightly stale.
Yeah.
You'll want to retreat into your shell, but ironically, you'll find comfort in venturing into online forums and voicing your grievances about the outdated design of spoons. Well, you have really no life, do you, Cancer?
Seriously.
God. Family dramas will serve as an excellent excuse to borrow someone's Netflix login, assuming you're still speaking to them. All your nurturing instincts will result in coddling yet another houseplant to death. In love, it's questionable.
Oh, wow.
Like your dubious choice to cut your own bangs. That never works out well.
Yeah, it never looks good.
Nope. All right, Leo. Leo, brace yourself for a day filled with returned applause and endless love, mostly from your own reflection. It's a day for being fabulous, which means minimum effort for maximum ego strokes. As the center of your own universe, every minor inconvenience will feel like a cosmic conspiracy against the banner of Leo. Dramatic? Sure. But that's your baseline. You'll take to social media to share your wisdom, which no one asked for.
Yeah, well, that happened.
But look, you'll get lots of attention from the Russian bots. Financially, you'll feel like
From
the
Bumcoast.
Midas of online shopping, purchasing things that scream nothing but instant regret. Romance will be a game of cat and mouse, except you're both the cat and the mouse. Delighting in the chase for the mere thrill of it. Expect a heated argument over dinner when someone has the audacity to exist in your presence without acknowledging your radiant magnificence. You got problems.
Very a lot of them.
Finally, Virgo, we're almost out of time for the damn show today.
God bless you.
Oh, Virgo, today will be a day of unparalleled efficiency and soul-crushing micromanagement. Your morning will begin with a detailed list, tediously categorized and color-coded, of all the ways everyone else is failing to live up to your exact standards. Your acute attention will become a curse when you spend 3 hours cleaning your keyboard with a toothpick instead of doing, well, anything that's actually productive. By midday, your friends will tactically avoid you for fear of receiving unsolicited development feedback on their life choices. Better than getting some unsolicited things.
Right, true.
Head-wise, you're probably fine, but you'll convince yourself that Google has diagnosed you with 20 different ailments in under 5 minutes. Well, Google will do that. As night approaches, Mercury will remind you to edit your edits, and all attempts to relax will be thwarted by the pile of unfinished tasks whispering sweet organizational chaos to keep you awake all night.
Wow.
Well,
Spicy.
something.
Well, get some things on your holiday calendar,
Okay.
like the Christmas in the Gilded Age is the Tour of Homes 2024 Holiday Tour of Homes. Sunday, December 8th, save the date, 12 o'clock p.m. through the River House. You can check that out on their page, but a lot of people love this, and there's like 6 different homes, and they'll decorate them with natural materials by their club members from the Garden Club. Very, very exciting to this little partnership here. So yeah, check that out. Some more information in, I'll put link in comments.
All right.
Let's see here. We also have Tringali Barn presents Christmas movie night. Save this. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is true. We got to get these on the calendars. December 20th is going to be The Grinch.
Okay.
And this is going to sell out pretty quick. So the gate opens at 5:30. Movies at 7. Bring a chair and a cozy blanket for a festive night under the stars. There'll be popcorn, hot chocolate, barbecue to purchase. You must purchase tickets in advance. I'll put that link also in comments, but $50 up to 6 people per vehicle. And you can meet Santa.
Whoa.
So fun.
Sweet.
Hey, Feel the Wheels is coming up. This is a very important one for the Junior Service League of St. Augustine, Saturday, November 9th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'll put link in comments for the Junior Service League, but they've got some really, really cool moments for some kids out there. Trucks of all sizes, emergency vehicles, boats, motorcycles, tractors, and so much more. Check out Feel the Wheels.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can feel the feeling of clean teeth.
That's nice.
Cleanest teeth you've ever had at Magnolia Family Dentistry. They are redefining what it means to visit the dentist in St. Augustine and St. Johns County. You'll experience the difference with Magnolia Family Dentistry, where a healthy smile meets exceptional care. You can schedule your appointment today by calling 904-824-0990 and see why so many of your friends and neighbors trust Dr. Rodriguez and her team with their dental care. They're in the Flagler Whitehall Park, very easy to get to. They are redefining dental excellence one smile at a time. It's Magnolia Family Dentistry. And of course, our friends at Chez L'Amour, right there in the heart of uptown St. Augustine, St. Augustine's premier jazz venue, tapas lounge, and special event space. It's really a unique experience. You got to check it out if you haven't already. And you will treat yourself to an unforgettable evening where Chef Ellie Rose's artisanal tapas dazzle your taste buds, and Chef Austin crafts fresh, vibrant, and exclusive sushi experiences that will elevate your palate. You'll sip on amazing drinks while live jazz fills the air, creating the perfect date night ambiance. Check them out. They're at 45 San Marco Avenue. Lots of parking for their guests. 21 plus establishment. And nightly entertainment at 7. Reserve your table now at bitesbubblesandjazz.com.
And Panache and Aveda Salon, they believe that self-care is an essential part of a balanced lifestyle. Their dedicated team is passionate about helping you achieve a sense of well-being, confidence that radiates from within. Whether you're treating yourself to a luxurious spa day or enhancing your natural beauty at their salon or exploring their comprehensive range of retail products, they're there to exceed your expectations. Go to getpanache.com and get with it, boo.
All right, what you got for us, man?
Oh, we're doing funny. Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Might as well.
Might as well. We are sharing, I found some cursed images today.
Okay.
So this first one, look at this pilot reading a manual, How Planes Fly.
Get
Yes.
me off that plane.
Right, a little nervous here. I'm going to tell my kids this is Nirvana on this one. Yeah, this is the
Okay.
One Direction.
There you go.
Rest in peace, Liam.
Oh, boy,
I
the timing on that one.
Whoopsie
Yeah.
doodle. Next up, I love we're missing the 69.
That one got bought out pretty quick, huh?
I heard it was a great year.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Next up, Fry Guy. What is very creepy, right?
Okay.
Get Fry Guy back.
New ingredients in the fries.
Next up, whoa, Killer Corn.
Wow.
Whoa. Again with the through the windshield. Next up, Big Mac. Is that you, buddy?
Oh, jeez.
Jeez, the cheese.
All right, I
is
hope that's not a tattoo.
gorgeous. Next up, 10 out of 10, Shade for a Toes. The art sculpture, it's kind of lame.
Pretty gross.
Next up, there's a peanut butter in the cart. So you can see that there. So I guess that's what he's going to have. Johnny talking about those egg sandwiches, man. You know,
Yeah.
just saying. Next up, dogs only, no seagulls.
That's
He's
a rebel.
rule breaker.
He is a rebel.
Next up, not to be that guy, but technically it's not drunk driving without a car, officers.
I mean, they've got a point.
Yeah, well, they're riding coolers. That's hysterical. Next up, the ice for this orange juice just
All right.
looks like a sculpture at one of those
Let it
fancy
melt a
parties.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, great show. Thank you for putting that together for us. Johnny and Malea, thank y'all very much. And Rick, pressing all the buttons. You're awesome. See y'all tomorrow morning.
Bye, everybody.